All right, today on the TL1000 project, I'll be working on getting all of the vacuum hoses sorted out with the EFI system. We deleted the pair valves and are now going through the rest of the diagram to make sure that everything is where it wants to be and has reference or doesn't have vacuum reference if it doesn't need it. So that's today's main goal. If I get extremely excitable, I will put the radiators on it, which obviously needs to happen before I can heat cycle it. And then at some point this week or next, I have to figure out what's going on here. The charging mod is in order, but I don't know whether it's been started, whether it's been abandoned, whether this thing is even any good or not. So hopefully that turns out well, but we'll see. The rest of it, is just kind of little things to button up here and there. It has a nice Brembo master cylinder, but I need to put the lines back on, which I've mocked up but not attached. It's got Brembo rotors on the front. Obviously needs tires, needs chain, needs a sprocket. As you can see, we've got these anodized blue 10 extra horsepower nuts on the old sprocket, but I think that might need to be switched out. The good news is over here I have myriad options for a replacement. My brother-in-law is nothing if not a parts hoarder. So I will cut the lights on and get to work. All right, so the vacuum ports on the EFI system are now plugged, either with vacuum caps or with little pieces of hose with screws in them, because the vacuum caps I bought don't all fit the ports that we have. Basically, I looked up a diagram on the Planet and found how to eliminate the airbox flapper valve and a couple other things. So those are the ports I clogged. We were having a little bit of trouble when we got it running the other week with it sputtering and dying and fouling plugs. Hoping that this is part of it. Also took the opportunity to get the pair valve off of there. So with that gone, I don't know, it won't backfire as bad, or it won't weigh as much or whatever. On a 500-pound bike, I doubt it matters. Next step, I guess, is to put in new plugs, put the radiators on because I'm up here, and yeah, after that we might work on wiring, so stay tuned. All right, prepare to be dazzled by zip ties. Just figured I'd show you the caps real quick. So there's the front one. Again, it is a screw and a piece of hose with a zip tie on it. Came from the factory that way, as a matter of fact. Right out of Hamamatsu. And then underneath here, it's really hard to see, but it was hard to light too. Those are the two vacuum ports for the rear throttle body that are plugged. One is actually looking pretty good. The other has a green zip tie on it. They're both actual vacuum port caps though, which is nice. There's that. Still connected to the front throttle body. I'll come around here and show you what I did with the pair valve hoses. There's the back one, very hard to see, but again, the infamous green zip tie. Also a real vacuum cap, because I had one that fit. And the front is right there. So, again, real factory looking stuff, but it'll be under the body work, and if it runs, that's what's important to me at this point. So, there's that. We will get to plugging away on other stuff. I got the radiators on. Nice and attached. Starting to bleed them. There's water in there. Put power to the bike though, and doesn't want any fuel at all. Listen, it's about as good as it gets. If you give it choke, it's even less happy. So Anyway, I think at this point we got fouled spark plugs. The question is, why is it fouling the spark plugs? It's got more air than you would think it would need, but it doesn't want to run. I've had it idling for maybe 15 seconds, but both holes are firing. The pipes are hot, but can't get it to want to start and stay started. So a little bit up against it, but we'll figure it out. That's all for now.